Prince Andrew invited Jeffrey Epstein to his daughter Princess Beatrice's birthday party, 2 months after a warrant was issued for Epstein for sexual assault of a minor. The Duke of York made the comments on the BBC Two program The Epstein Scandal, the Newsnight interview tonight, where he spoke to journalist Emily Maitlis at Buckingham Palace on Thursday. Until now, Andrew, who has strongly denied claims that he had sex with Epstein accuser Virginia Giuffre, née Roberts, when she was 17, had only released prepared statements through the palace's media team. Questions about the Duke's relationship with Epstein resurfaced after the financier was accused of child sex trafficking offenses in the U.S. Epstein was in custody on those charges when he was found dead aged 66 earlier this year. Andrew cut all ties to Epstein in 2006 after he was convicted and jailed for soliciting and procuring a minor for prostitution. He didn't speak to Epstein again until 2010. Ms. Maitlis pointed out in May 2006, an arrest warrant was issued for Epstein for sexual assault of a minor. She added, "In July he was invited to Windsor Castle to your daughter, Princess Beatrice's 18th birthday. Why would you do that?" Andrew replied he was asking Epstein's girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell to the party. The Duke said, "Because I was asking Ghislaine. But even so, at the time I don't think certainly I wasn't aware when the invitation was issued what was going on in the United States, and I wasn't aware until the media picked up on it because he never said anything about it." Ms. Maitlis then asked Andrew if Epstein had ever discussed with him the fact that an arrest warrant had been issued. The Duke simply replied, "No." But the BBC Newsnight presenter hit back, "So he came to that party knowing police were investigating him?" Andrew said, "Well, I'm not quite sure. Was it police? I don't know. You see, this is the problem, I really don't know." He added, I'm afraid, you see, this is the problem, is that an awful lot of this was going on in the United States and I wasn't a party to it and I knew nothing about it." The Duke and Epstein had been pictured together after Epstein was sentenced to 18 months in jail in Florida after admitting a charge of procuring for prostitution a girl below age 18. The Duke has said he did not see, witness or suspect any behavior of the sort that subsequently led to his arrest and conviction. Andrew was also pictured with his arm around Mrs. Giuffre in London in 2001, when she was 17. She alleges she was coerced into having sex with the royal on 3 occasions. Mrs. Giuffre claims she was trafficked by Epstein to have sex with his rich and famous friends, but her allegations about the Duke were struck from the U.S. court record in 2015 after a judge branded them immaterial and impertinent. Ms. Maitlis pointed out to the Duke that Ms. Giuffre had made allegations against him. She said, "She says she met you in 2001, she says she dined with you, danced with you at Tramp nightclub in London. She went on to have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell, your friend." Your response? Andrew replied, "I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady, none whatsoever." When Ms. Maitlis pointed out Ms. Giuffre said she had met him in 2001, the Duke replied, "It didn't happen." He added, "I've no recollection of ever meeting her, in fact I'm convinced that I was never in tramps with her." There are a number of things that are wrong with that story, one of which is that I don't know where the bar is in tramps. I don't drink, I don't think I've ever bought a drink in tramps whenever I was there. Andrew said in a previous statement, "At no stage during the limited time I spent with him did I see, witness or suspect any behavior of the sort that subsequently led to his arrest and conviction." Buckingham Palace said previously, "Any suggestion of impropriety with underage minors is categorically untrue." It is emphatically denied that the Duke of York had any form of sexual contact with Virginia Roberts. Any claim to the contrary is false and without foundation. 1a. U.S. Federal Appeals Court has warned that allegations in court papers should not be understood as firm findings or as some sort of marker of reliability because New York law grants absolute immunity from liability for defamation.